Welcome to Speak English Confident. I'm Nora, and I'm truly happy you are here today. Maybe you already understand English very well. Maybe you watch videos, read posts, or listen to podcasts every day. But then, real life happens. You meet someone new, a coworker, a classmate, a neighbor, someone at a cafe, and suddenly your mind becomes quiet. You know English, but the words don't come out. If that sounds familiar, today's episode is for you. Today, we will talk about something very real, how to speak English naturally when meeting new people.
This topic already makes me nervous. Because honestly, starting conversations is the hardest part for me. I can answer questions, I can understand people, but starting? That feels scary.
Smiling voice. You are not alone, Miles. Many English learners believe they have a vocabulary problem, but actually, they have a confidence moment problem. The first 30 seconds of a conversation decide everything. Your brain asks, what should I say? Is my English correct? Will they understand me? Will I sound strange? And while your brain is thinking, the moment passes.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I even avoid eye contact because I'm afraid someone will talk to me. Light laugh. I pretend to check my phone.
That is very human. Today, we will change that feeling step by step, not with grammar rules, not with difficult phrases. We will learn real English conversation, the kind people actually use around the world. Let's start with a simple truth. You do not need perfect English to meet new people. You only need three things: simple words, warm energy, and curiosity.
Curiosity?
Yes, good conversations are not about speaking a lot. They are about showing interest. People remember how you make them feel, not how perfect your grammar was. So today, imagine this situation. You arrive at a new workplace. You sit down, someone next to you smiles. This is the moment many learners panic. Your brain says, say something, but nothing comes.
That's me every time. I think too much.
Let's make it easy. Your first goal is not to impress. Your first goal is only this: open the door. Here are natural opening sentences used worldwide. Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you. Is this your first time here? How's your day going? Have you been working here long? Notice something important. These sentences are short, simple, friendly. No complicated vocabulary.
But Nora, I always worry that I sound boring.
Gentle tone. Let me tell you something powerful. Simple English sounds confident. Complicated English often sounds nervous. Native speakers also use simple sentences when meeting someone new, because first conversations are about comfort, not intelligence. So let's practice together. Imagine I'm your new coworker. You start.
Okay. Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Miles. I'm Nora. Nice to meet you too.
Hesitant laugh. How's your day going?
It's been busy but good. What about you?
See, now I panic again.
That's the second moment learners struggle with, keeping the conversation alive. Here is a secret technique. I call it answer plus return. You answer briefly, then you return a question. Example, it's been good. I'm still learning everything. How about you? I just moved here last week. Have you lived here long? I'm a little nervous today. Is the team friendly? Conversation becomes easy when questions travel back and forth like a ball.
So I don't need long sentences?
Exactly. Short sentences create natural rhythm. Let's try again. I'll speak first. Hi, I'm Nora. I don't think we've met yet.
Hi, Nora. I'm Miles. Nice to meet you. Are you new here too?
Perfect. Now listen carefully. You did three powerful things. You introduced yourself, you showed friendliness, and you invited connection. That is successful communication, not perfect grammar. Communication.
I feel less pressure hearing that. But sometimes my problem is pronunciation. I worry people won't understand me.
That fear is very common, but confidence does not come from perfect pronunciation. It comes from clarity and calmness. When you speak slowly, people understand you more easily. Many learners try to speak fast to sound fluent, but fast speech creates stress. Let's practice slow confidence. Repeat after me. Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you.
Feel the difference?
Yes, it feels calmer.
And calm speech sounds confident. Now let's talk about another real situation. You meet someone at a cafe. Maybe you are waiting for coffee. Someone stands next to you. This is small talk territory. Many learners think small talk is useless, but small talk is actually social glue. It helps strangers feel safe. Here are natural cafe conversation starters. This place is always busy. Have you tried the coffee here before? The weather changed so fast today.
Oh, talking about weather is real English then.
Yes, around the world. Weather conversations are not about weather. They are about connection. They say, I am friendly. I am open to conversation.
I always thought I needed interesting topics.
Interesting comes later. Comfort comes first. So let's role play again. You are waiting for coffee. I stand next to you.
Okay. It's really busy today.
Yes, everyone needs coffee on Mondays. Do you come here often?
Sometimes after work, the coffee's good.
Nice. What do you usually order?
Light laugh. Usually something sweet.
Beautiful conversation. Notice how natural that felt? No difficult words, no stress, just shared experience.
I realize something. When conversations go well, it feels simple. The stress comes from my thoughts, not the situation.
Exactly. Your biggest enemy is not English, it is overthinking. Many learners silently judge themselves while speaking. My grammar is wrong. My accent is bad. I sound childish. But confident speakers focus outward. They listen, they react, they connect. Let's introduce a powerful mindset shift. Instead of thinking, do I sound good? Ask, am I being friendly?
That changes everything.
Yes, because friendliness is universal English. Now let's explore another emotional moment. Sometimes people ask unexpected questions. Where are you from? What do you do? How long have you been here? These questions create pressure. Learners suddenly try to build perfect answers, but simple answers work best. Examples: I'm from Cambodia. I work in marketing. I moved here 2 months ago. Then add a small extra detail. I'm from Cambodia. It's very warm there. I work in marketing. I really enjoy creative projects. I moved here 2 months ago. I'm still exploring the city.
So one extra sentence makes conversation warmer.
Exactly. That extra detail invites the other person to continue talking, and conversations grow naturally. Now let's talk about another feeling many learners experience, but rarely discuss: silence. Sometimes conversation pauses, and silence feels uncomfortable.
Yes, silence makes me panic. I immediately think I said something wrong.
Gentle tone. Silence is normal. Even native speakers experience pauses. Confident speakers do not fear silence. They restart gently. You can say, so, what do you like to do outside work? By the way, have you tried local food here? What brought you here? These phrases safely restart conversation.
I like by the way. It sounds natural.
Yes, it's a powerful transition phrase. So let's practice together. We had a short silence. You restart.
By the way, have you lived here long?
Perfect recovery. You see, no awkwardness, just smooth continuation. Gentle tone. Meeting new people in English is not about performing, it is about sharing small human moments. And today, you are already learning how to do that naturally.
I feel something changing already. Before, I thought conversation was a test. Now it feels more like connection.
That is the heart of confident English, connection over perfection, and we are just getting started. Let's stay in that feeling of connection for a moment, because something important happens after the first few minutes of meeting someone. You survive the introduction, you exchange names, you ask a few questions, and then a quiet thought appears. What do I say now?
Yes, that moment feels dangerous. I always feel like the conversation might die at any second.
That's a very honest description. Many learners believe conversations fail because of language ability, but most conversations slow down simply because people run out of shared topics. So today, we'll learn how confident speakers gently move conversations forward, not forcefully, not awkwardly, naturally. There is a simple structure I want you to remember. Listen, react, expand. Let's break this down. First, listen. Not only to words, but to clues. People give small hints about topics they enjoy. For example, someone says, "I just came back from work. It was a long day." Inside that sentence are many conversation doors: work, stress, daily routine.
So I shouldn't just answer quickly.
Exactly. Instead of thinking about your next sentence, notice the topic they offered. Now, step 2, react. Show emotion. You can say, "Oh, sounds busy. That must be tiring. I know that feeling." This reaction shows empathy, and empathy builds connection faster than vocabulary.
I like that. It feels more human.
Yes, language is emotional before it is grammatical. Now, step 3, expand. Ask a gentle follow-up question. What kind of work do you do? Is it always that busy? What part of your job do you enjoy most? Conversation continues naturally. Let's role play this. I'll start. "I just finished work. Today was really hectic."
Oh, that sounds tiring. What do you do?
"I teach languages online."
Nice. Do you enjoy teaching?
Perfect. You listened, reacted, and expanded. That is real conversation flow.
I noticed something. I didn't need advanced English.
Exactly. Confidence comes from structure, not complexity. Now let's talk about another emotional challenge. Many learners feel nervous when conversations become personal. Not too personal, just normal questions like, "What do you like to do for fun? What do you do on weekends?" Suddenly, learners feel pressure to give interesting answers.
Yes, I worry my life sounds boring.
Here's a secret. People are not looking for exciting lives. They're looking for relatable lives. Simple answers create strong connections. For example, "I like watching movies and relaxing at home." "I enjoy walking and listening to music." "I spend time with friends or family." These answers are warm and real. Then you add curiosity. And you? What about you? What do you usually do?
So, conversation is teamwork.
Exactly. You are not giving a speech. You are passing energy back and forth. Now, let's explore a very real situation. You meet someone at a social event, maybe a small party, a meetup, a language exchange. There is background noise, people talking. You feel slightly nervous. Your brain says, "Everyone else sounds fluent."
That thought hits me immediately. I compare myself to everyone.
That comparison creates anxiety, but confident speakers focus on one person, not the whole room. Your goal is not to impress everyone. Your goal is to connect with one human being. Let's imagine you walk up to someone standing alone. Here are natural openers. "Hi, how do you know the host? Have you been to this event before?" "I'm new here, so I'm saying hello to people."
I like that last one. It feels honest.
Honesty reduces pressure. You don't need a perfect line, you just need a real one. Let's practice. You approach me at an event.
Hi, I'm Miles. I'm new here, so I'm trying to meet people.
Hi, Miles. I'm Nora. Nice to meet you. Welcome. How do you like it so far?
It's nice, but I was a little nervous at first. Do you come to these events often?
Excellent. Notice what you did. You shared a small feeling. I was a little nervous. This is powerful. When you show small vulnerability, conversations become authentic.
So it's okay to admit nervousness?
Absolutely. Confidence is not pretending to be fearless. Confidence is being comfortable while imperfect. Now let's talk about a very common learner struggle, understanding fast English. You meet someone new, they speak quickly, your brain freezes.
That happens all the time. I understand maybe 70%, but I panic about the missing 30%.
Here's an important mindset change. You do not need to understand every word. Even native speakers miss words. Instead of freezing, use clarification phrases, simple and natural ones. Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch the last part. Do you mean? These phrases show engagement, not weakness.
But I feel embarrassed asking people to repeat.
Think about this. Which feels better to the other person? You smiling and asking again, or you pretending to understand and giving the wrong answer?
Definitely asking again.
Exactly. Communication is cooperation. Let's practice. I speak fast. So I was heading downtown after finishing this project and realized I forgot my laptop at home. Your response?
Sorry, I didn't catch the last part. You forgot your laptop?
Perfect. You confirmed understanding. That builds confidence instantly. Now let's explore another emotional moment. Sometimes conversations become quiet because you feel shy about sharing opinions. Someone asks, "What do you think about this city? Do you like this job? How do you feel about working remotely?" Learners often answer very short. "It's good. It's okay. I like it." Conversation stops. Instead, try opinion plus reason. Example, "I like this city because people are friendly. It's challenging, but I'm learning a lot. I enjoy working remotely because I save travel time."
So the reason keeps the conversation alive.
Yes, reasons invite responses. Let's practice. What do you think about learning English online?
I like learning online because I can study at my own pace.
Beautiful answer. Clear, natural, engaging. Now I want to talk about something emotional many learners experience after conversations. Replay thinking. You go home and think, "Why did I say that? My grammar was wrong. I sounded awkward."
Oh, I do that every time. It's like my brain reviews the conversation again and again.
This is called post-conversation anxiety, and it can slowly damage confidence. Here's a healthier habit. After a conversation, ask yourself only 2 questions. Did I communicate? Did I try? If the answer is yes, you succeeded. Progress comes from participation, not perfection.
That feels very freeing.
Because language learning is emotional training as much as language training. Now let's deepen our practice with a longer role play. Imagine you meet a new colleague during lunch break. I'll begin. "Hi, is this seat free?"
Yes, please sit.
"Thanks. I'm Nora. I just joined the team this week."
Nice to meet you, Nora. I'm Miles. Welcome to the team. How are you finding it so far?
Everyone has been very helpful, but I'm still learning names.
I understand. It took me weeks to remember everyone. What department are you in?
I'm in marketing.
Oh, nice. I work closely with marketing sometimes. What kind of projects do you usually do?
Excellent flow. You see how natural that became? No stress, no complicated language, just curiosity and response.
I'm starting to notice a pattern. Good conversation is mostly questions and reactions.
Exactly. Confident speakers are excellent listeners, and listeners never run out of things to say. You don't need more English. You need more comfortable moments using the English you already know.
That sentence feels powerful.
And we will continue building that comfort together because the next step in real conversations is something many learners secretly fear, talking about themselves more deeply. Let's move into a deeper moment that happens in almost every real conversation. At first, conversations are light: names, work, weather, daily life. But then something changes. The other person becomes more comfortable, and suddenly they ask a question that feels more personal. Not too personal, but deeper. Questions like, what brought you here? Why did you choose this job? What are you hoping to do in the future? This is the moment many English learners feel nervous again.
Yes, because now I need to talk about myself longer, and I worry my English won't be enough.
That feeling is very common. When conversations become deeper, learners think they must sound intelligent or impressive, but real connection does not come from impressive English. It comes from clear stories. Today, we will learn how to tell simple personal stories in English, not long speeches, just natural sharing. Here is a helpful structure: past, present, feeling. Let's try an example. Question, what brought you here? You can answer like this: I studied business in my hometown. Now I'm working here to gain experience. I'm excited, but still adjusting. Short, clear, human.
I like that structure. It gives me direction.
Exactly. Without structure, your brain searches everywhere for words. Structure gives your brain a path. Let's practice together. I'll ask you, what brought you to this city?
Okay, thinking.
I moved here last year for work. Now I'm learning new skills and meeting new people. I feel happy, but sometimes a little homesick.
That was beautiful. You shared information and emotion invites connection. Most people respond warmly when you share feelings. They might say, I understand. That's brave. Or, I felt the same when I moved. Conversation becomes meaningful.
I notice conversations feel more real when emotions appear.
Yes, language becomes alive when emotion enters. Now let's talk about another common situation. Someone asks about your goals. Many learners freeze because they try to create perfect future sentences. But again, simplicity works best. Use this pattern: hope plus action. Examples: I hope to improve my English and travel more. I hope to grow in my career and learn new things. I want to become more confident speaking with people.
So I don't need complicated future grammar.
Not at all. Natural conversational English is usually simple. Let's role play again. Miles, what are you hoping to do this year?
I hope to improve my English speaking and feel more confident meeting new people.
Wonderful. Clear and honest. Now let's explore something emotional many learners experience: comparing themselves to native speakers. You meet someone fluent, they speak smoothly, they joke easily. Your confidence drops.
That happens instantly. I start thinking, my English is not good enough.
Let's change that thought today. Fluency is not personality. Fluency is practice. The person speaking smoothly has simply had more speaking hours. Not more intelligence, not more talent, just more conversations. Confidence grows through participation, not comparison.
So instead of comparing, I should focus on practicing connection.
Exactly. Every conversation is training. Even small conversations count. Now I want to introduce a powerful conversational tool. It's called mirroring. Mirroring means gently repeating part of what someone said. Example: person, I just started a new job. You, a new job. That's exciting. Person, I love hiking on weekends. You, hiking sounds relaxing. Mirroring shows attention and encourages the speaker to continue.
Oh, I've heard people do that. I didn't realize it was a technique.
Yes, and it works beautifully for English learners because it gives you time to think. Let's practice. I say, I recently learned photography.
Photography. That sounds interesting.
Perfect. Now I naturally continue speaking. You helped the conversation grow without pressure
This makes conversations feel less stressful.
because you are no longer responsible for carrying everything. Conversation becomes a shared energy. Now let's talk about a moment many learners fear: group conversations. You're standing with 3 or 4 people, everyone talks quickly, people interrupt politely, topics change fast. You feel invisible.
Yes, group conversations are the hardest. I usually stay quiet.
And that's completely normal. Even native speakers struggle in groups sometimes. Here is an important rule. You do not need to speak often in groups. You only need one small entry moment. Listen for something familiar, then enter with a short comment. Examples: that happened to me too. I agree with that. Or, oh, I've tried that before. That sounds fun. Small entries make you part of the conversation.
So I don't need long explanations.
Exactly. Short participation builds presence. Let's imagine a group discussing travel. I say, I visited Japan last year and loved the food. Your entry:
Oh, I've always wanted to visit Japan.
perfect. Now the group may ask you questions. You entered naturally. Another important skill in group conversations is smiling and using body language. Nodding, eye contact, small reactions like, yeah, right, or really. These signals show engagement even when you are not speaking.
That makes me feel less pressure.
Because communication is more than words. Now let's explore another emotional challenge. Sometimes conversations move toward humor. People joke, everyone laughs, and you don't fully understand.
Yes, I smile even when I don't understand the joke.
Many learners do that, and it's okay. But you can also respond honestly. You can say, I think I missed the joke, or wait, explain that to me, or I'm still learning humor in English. People usually enjoy explaining jokes. It creates bonding.
I never thought of admitting that.
Honesty reduces stress. Pretending creates distance. Now let's practice a deeper role-play conversation. We've already met earlier today. Now we continue talking during a walk after work. I'll begin. So, Miles, what do you enjoy most about learning English?
I enjoy connecting with people from different countries. Before, I felt limited, but now I feel more open to the world.
That's a strong answer. You shared transformation. Let me continue. Has learning English changed your confidence?
Yes, slowly. I still feel nervous sometimes, but I notice I speak more than before.
Excellent. You expressed progress instead of perfection. That mindset builds long-term confidence. Now I want to talk about a very human experience: running out of words emotionally. Sometimes you want to express feelings, but vocabulary feels small. Instead of searching for complex words, use simple emotional language. Examples: I felt nervous. I was excited. I felt proud. I was surprised. I felt comfortable. Simple emotions are powerful and universal.
That helps a lot. I often search for advanced words and get stuck.
Simple words move conversations forward. Complex words often slow them down. Remember, clear emotion is stronger than advanced vocabulary. Now let's practice expressing feelings. Tell me about a time you felt proud recently.
I felt proud when I spoke English with a stranger last week without switching languages.
That is a beautiful milestone. And notice your sentence was simple but meaningful. Confidence grows through moments exactly like that. Little victories, real conversations, real courage. Now I'm starting to feel that speaking English is less about language and more about bravery. Yes, speaking a new language is an act of courage. Every conversation says, I am willing to be seen while learning, and that courage attracts positive connections. Now we're entering an important stage of conversations, building longer interactions, because after initial meetings, people begin to recognize you. They remember your name, they greet you again, and relationships slowly form. That is where true conversational confidence begins to grow. Something beautiful starts to happen after you meet people more than once. The first conversation is often careful, polite, a little nervous, but the second or third meeting feels different. People recognize you. They smile before speaking. They say your name. They remember small details about you. And suddenly, English stops feeling like a test. It begins to feel like belonging.
I really want that feeling. Because right now, every conversation still feels like a first conversation.
That's a very honest feeling. Many learners stay stuck in introduction mode. They learn how to say hello, but not how to build ongoing conversations. Today, we move into that next level. How do you continue conversations when you already know someone? Because real confidence grows through repeated interactions. Let's imagine this situation. You see a coworker again the next day. Instead of starting from zero, confident speakers reconnect using memory. Simple phrases like, hey, how did your meeting go? Did you finish that project you mentioned? How was your weekend trip?
So remembering something from the last conversation is important.
Very important. It shows attention and care. And here is good news for learners. You don't need perfect memory. Even remembering one small detail creates warmth. People feel valued when they feel remembered.
Sometimes I worry I'll forget details and feel embarrassed.
That's normal. You can safely ask again. You might say, remind me, you work in design, right? I remember you mentioned traveling. Where did you go again? These questions sound natural. They show interest, not forgetfulness. Now let's role play. We met yesterday at work. Today you see me again.
Hi, Nora. How was your first full day at work?
It was good. Thank you for asking. I'm starting to feel more comfortable.
That sounds great. Are you still learning everyone's names?
Excellent continuation. You created familiarity, and familiarity builds confidence faster than vocabulary practice ever could. Now let's talk about another emotional moment. Small daily conversations, the short chats that happen regularly in elevators, at coffee machines, before meetings, while waiting. Many learners ignore these moments because they seem unimportant, but these small interactions are actually the best English practice.
Really? Even short conversations matter?
Especially short conversations. They are low pressure. You already know the person, topics are simple, mistakes feel safer. Examples of daily conversation starters. Busy morning? Did you have a good lunch? Looks like it might rain today. Are you ready for the weekend? These are not deep discussions. They are relationship builders.
I think I often stay silent because I feel the conversation is too small.
Small talk builds big confidence. Each small exchange teaches your brain, I can speak comfortably. Over time, anxiety disappears. Let's practice a casual workplace moment. You see me near the coffee machine.
Morning, Nora. Busy day today?
Very busy already. I need this coffee.
Same here. Coffee feels necessary today.
Perfect. Short, natural, friendly. You don't need long conversations every time. Consistency matters more than length. Now let's explore another situation learners often struggle with, joining conversations already in progress. You walk into a room. Two people are talking. You want to join but feel unsure.
Yes, I always wait for someone to invite me.
Confident speakers gently enter without interrupting. First, listen for a moment, then add a small reaction. Examples: Oh, you're talking about movies? I love movies. I heard you mention travel. Where did you go again? That sounds interesting. Can I join you? Simple and polite. Let's practice. You hear me talking about food with someone.
Sorry, I heard you talking about food. Can I join? I'm always interested in food conversations.
That's perfect. Friendly and natural. Most people welcome participation when energy is warm. Now let's talk about confidence during longer conversations. After you know someone better, conversations last longer. And here comes a new challenge, keeping energy alive. Many learners answer questions well but forget to share stories. Stories make conversations memorable, but stories do not need to be long. Use this easy structure: situation, action, result. Example: yesterday I tried cooking a new recipe. I followed a video online. It actually turned out really good. Simple story, clear timeline, easy English.
I like that. Stories suddenly feel possible.
That's good. Let's try. Tell me a small story from this week.
Okay. Yesterday, I tried speaking English with a tourist. I was nervous at first, but the conversation went well, and I felt proud afterwards.
That's an excellent story. Notice how naturally emotion appears. Stories help people know you beyond basic information. Now I want to address something emotional again: fear of making mistakes after people know you. Many learners feel more pressure later because they think, they already know me. I should speak perfectly now.
Yes, I feel embarrassed making mistakes with people I see often.
Let's change that belief. Mistakes are not signs of failure, they are signs of participation. People respect effort more than accuracy. In fact, when others see you improving over time, they often feel inspired. Language growth is visible courage.
That makes me feel less afraid of repeating mistakes.
Good, because repetition is how fluency grows. Now let's talk about another important skill: expressing agreement and disagreement politely. As relationships grow, conversations include opinions: movies, work ideas, food, travel, life choices. You don't always need to agree, but polite language keeps conversations comfortable. Agreement phrases: I agree. That's true. I feel the same. Exactly. Gentle disagreement phrases: that's interesting. I see it differently. I understand your point, but I prefer. For me, it's a little different.
I usually avoid disagreement because I'm afraid of conflict.
Many learners do, but respectful disagreement shows confidence and personality. Let's practice. I say, I think working early in the morning is best.
I understand your point, but I prefer working at night because I feel more creative.
Excellent. Polite, clear, respectful. Now conversations feel authentic. At this stage, something powerful happens. English stops feeling like practice. It becomes part of your daily identity. You start recognizing familiar greetings. People expect to talk to you. You become part of conversations instead of observing them.
That sounds like real confidence.
Yes, and it grows slowly through many ordinary moments. Now let's explore one more emotional situation before we continue deeper: ending conversations naturally. Many learners worry about leaving conversations politely. They stay too long or leave too suddenly. Here are natural closing phrases. It was really nice talking to you. I should get back to work, but let's talk again soon. I'm going to grab another drink. See you later. I enjoyed this conversation.
I always struggle with endings. I don't know when to stop.
Think of conversation endings as soft landings: warm, respectful, natural. Let's practice. We've been talking at an event. You close the conversation.
It was really nice talking to you, Nora. I'm going to say hello to a few more people, but I hope we talk again soon.
Perfect ending, friendly and confident. You leave a positive impression, and that positive impression makes the next conversation easier, because every good ending prepares a better beginning next time. And now we arrive at a special moment in language learning, the point where English stops being something you study and starts becoming something you live. There is a quiet moment many English learners experience one day. It does not happen during a lesson. It does not happen while studying grammar. It happens in real life. You are talking to someone, laughing, listening, responding naturally, and suddenly you realize something. You forgot to be afraid.
I really want that moment.
And the beautiful truth is, it arrives slowly, not as a big success, not as perfect fluency. It arrives through many small conversations. A greeting at a cafe, a short chat at work, a question you asked even though you felt nervous. Confidence grows quietly. Today, throughout our conversation together, we explored meeting new people, continuing conversations, sharing stories, building relationships, and ending conversations naturally. But underneath all of those skills is one deeper lesson. English confidence is not about language ability, it is about emotional comfort.
I think I understand now. Before, I believed confidence meant speaking without mistakes. Now it feels more like feeling relaxed while communicating.
Exactly. Confident speakers are not perfect speakers, they are comfortable communicators. They allow pauses, they smile through mistakes, they focus on connection instead of correctness. Let's imagine a future version of you. You walk into a new place, you notice someone nearby. Your heart beats a little faster, but you still speak. Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you. You ask a question, you listen carefully, you react naturally. The conversation flows, not perfectly, but genuinely. And that is fluency in real life.
When you describe it like that, it feels achievable.
Because it is. You already have enough English to connect with people. You are not waiting for confidence before speaking. Speaking is what creates confidence. Let's take a moment for a final practice together. Imagine you meet someone new tomorrow. I want you to hear this conversation inside your mind. I'll begin. Hi, I don't think we've met before.
Hi, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How's your day going?
It's going well, thank you. I'm still getting used to everything here. How about you?
Good. What brought you here?
I came here for work and to experience something new. I was nervous at first, but I'm really enjoying meeting people.
That sounds exciting.